I was born River Marie Bladek. As an infant, I went to a daycare center on September 23rd. While I was there, all the kids got picked up but me. It turns out that on that day, my parents got in a car accident on the way to try and pick me up, and sadly they both passed away. So my grandmother was called to come and get me. My grandmother Anne was such a sweet woman. She got a phone call that she had applied to put me into a private school, a scholarship to go. The private school I went to was really nice. They had really great staff there, the teachers were very sweet, and I made some really great friends. She would still come to see me a lot because she really loved me, and she'd take me out on outings. She took me to the toy store, she took me to the zoo, and she brought James along, and that was very sweet of her. At night, though, I would lay in bed and I would just dream that I was in another place. I really started to enjoy The Lion. They played that a lot at the area. I also would dream that I would be a completely different person, that I would be a ballerina. And while I was there, my grandmother would have the front VIP seats watching me and be so proud of me. Or I would dream that my parents were still alive and that I was a princess in a castle near the king and queen. We would have a butler and a maid to help take care of us. During the summertime, there was no private school. I ended up getting a secondary scholarship that allowed me to go to a smaller campus for the summer. Oh, that was my first time ever being able to swim. The next summer, though, I didn't want to do that. Instead, I was really looking to try to get a car. A lot of the kids at my private school had gotten to the age where their parents had given them cars, and of course my grandmother could not afford to do that. So I heard about an opportunity to travel with a lady who did horse competitions, and she said if I would travel along with her and help her out, that she would give me one of her cars she was getting rid of. So that's what I did. I went and traveled the States with her for the summer. Right above me, actually, was James. We would hang out at each other's place, would watch some TV at my place. I actually had my first kiss in my kitchen. He asked me to marry him. We planned a quick wedding, and we got married. My grandma got to be there. And at that point, her health had really declined quite a bit. But I was so happy to see her. Rented a Jeep and took off on our honeymoon. Our honeymoon happened at a beach house in Florida. Had a pool, had a grill. James was really happy with that. I cooked. After I got back from our honeymoon, we weren't sure what we wanted to do. James' family had some money that he gave him for graduation and wedding gift. So we decided to use that towards buying an RV. That way we could have a house on wheels and be able to go wherever we wanted. We ended up also getting a dog. We named her Sheila. But one day I got a call that my grandma was not doing well at all. So we quickly rushed as soon as we could to get back to her house. And seeing that house I lived in my small part of my childhood really was hard. But the doctor told us we were a little too late, that my grandma was already in a coma and probably wouldn't live much longer. So I just sat there and talked with her, with the doctor nearby, and James and Sheila were downstairs, and my grandma peacefully passed away. I was really depressed after that. It took me a long time to get over her death, but Sheila was right there by my side, as was James, and little by little, I felt a little better. We had a baby named Anne, just like my grandma.